Third question, write the following rational numbers in the P by Q form. First one, 0.6, that's dot on top is recurring, so 0.6 recurring. Now 0.6 recurring means that it can be written like this, 0.6666 and dot dot. Now we have to consider, let x is equal to this, that is 0.6666. Now why have we written this? There is a reason here, because now we see how many digits are here. We have here only one digit after the decimal point. So here we multiply this with 10. So that is, we write 10x. So 10x. So when we get 10x here, because there is one digit after the decimal point, when I multiply with 10, what happens? The point goes after one place. So what happens? It becomes 06.66666 or just 6.6666. So I can write 10x is equal to 6.6666 onwards. So this is 1 and this is 2. Now I can subtract 1 from 2. So what happens? 10x minus x is equal to 6.666 recurring minus 0.666 recurring. So 2 minus 1 becomes 10x minus x is equal to 6.6666 recurring minus 0.6666 recurring. So you see here, the left hand side, subtract the left hand side, 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1, and right hand side, subtract from right hand side, that is 6.6666 minus 0.66. 10x minus x, we know it is 9x is equal to, now when this is subtracted, what happens? This is 0.666, so this part fully goes. So what is left then? 6 here, before the decimal point you have 6, and before the decimal point this is 0, so 6 minus 0 is 6. So we have here 6. So this, after the decimal point, that part goes off. Now what is left? Therefore x is equal to 6. 9 when we take to the other side, it will divide. What is multiplying here? Divides on the other side. So 6 upon 9. So x is equal to 6 upon 9. If I want to simplify this further, I can write this as 3 goes in 6 2 times, 3 goes in 9 3 times. So x is equal to 2 upon 3. What did we take x as? This is 0.6666, which is nothing but 0.6 recurring, and we had to write it now in P by Q form. Is it in P by Q form? Yes. So now I can write the final answer. Therefore 0.6 recurring is equal to 2 upon 3. Similarly, we go to the second sub question. We have 0.37 recurring. So 0.37 recurring, I can write it as 0.37373737 onwards. Now I take, let x is equal to 0.373737 onwards. Okay, I have taken x. Now here you see I am not multiplying with 10. Why? Because after the decimal point I have 2 places. So instead of multiplying with 10, the number with 2 zeros, and a multiple of 10 is 100. So I have to multiply with 100. We multiply x with 100, so it becomes 100x. So when I multiply with 100, this number, what happens? The point goes not after one place but after 2 places, because there are 2 zeros here. When it goes after 2 places, what happens? This number becomes 37.373737 onwards. So I write this becomes 37.373737 onwards. Okay, so this is 100x. Now I have to subtract 2 minus 1 as we did in the previous question. So left hand side minus left hand side, right hand side minus right hand side. 100x minus x is equal to 37 onwards minus 0.37 onwards. Again here you see after the decimal point both are the same. So after the decimal point when we subtract both will go. So we have to look at the part only before the decimal point. Here I have 37, here I have 0. 37 minus 0 is 37. Okay. Now look on the left hand side, 100x minus x, that is 99x is equal to, just now we said 37 minus 0 is 37. So what will be x then? X is equal to 37 upon 99. Can we simplify this further? We cannot simplify it further. 37 is a prime number. So x is this, and x was the same thing as the question, that is 0.37 recurring, which we had written like this. Therefore, we write the answer 0.37 recurring is equal to, write this answer 37 upon 99. Going to the third sub question, 3.17 recurring. 3.17 recurring, if I were to write it in a simple way, it would be 3 point where 17 is recurring again and again. So 17, 17, 17, 17, this one. Okay, you have to look at after the decimal point and then decide which number we have to multiply with. So what will x be? It will be this. This is recurring, so this dots continue. So 3.17171717 and the dots continue. We number it as 1. Now we have two places after the decimal point, so we multiply with 100. Told you have to see after the decimal point, so 100x. So when we multiply with 100, what happens? The decimal point goes after 1 and goes after 7. So what happens before the decimal point? We get 317, that is 317. And after the decimal point, you continue having 17171717 onwards. Okay, so we have got x and 100x. Now this is numbered as 1, this is numbered as 2. We are subtracting 2 minus 1, left hand side minus the left hand side, right hand side minus the right hand side. So we have here 100x minus x is equal to 317.171717 onwards minus 3.171717. Now what happens? 100x minus x will be 99x. On the right hand side, after the decimal point, both are the same. So we don't have to bother. Just look at before the decimal point. Here I have 317. Here I have 3. 317 minus 3 is 314. Okay. Therefore, what will be x? Therefore, x is equal to 314 upon 99 on the other side divides. So 99. And x was the same as the question, that is 3.17 recurring. So 3.17 recurring. Therefore 3.17 recurring is equal to 314 upon 99. Now see the fourth sub question, 15.89 recurring. Again 15.89 recurring, we can write it same as the previous question. That is 15.89898989 and so on. Therefore we take x as this itself. So 15.898989 x. Now after the decimal point we have two places, so we are multiplying by 100. So 100x is equal to, the point goes after two places, so you already have 15. So 8 9 together, 1589 point, then 89 onwards this continues. Now what are we to do? We have numbered it as 2 and 1, so 2 minus 1. 100x minus x is equal to 1589.89 minus here 15.89 onwards. Now we subtract the left hand side. 100x minus x, 100x minus x is 99x is equal to, after the decimal point both are the same, so we don't have to worry, just look at before the decimal point. Now 1589 minus 15, 9 minus 5 is 4, 8 minus 1 is 7, and then you have 15. So 1574. Therefore x is equal to 1574 upon 99. But what was x? It's the same as the question, that is 15.89 recurring. Therefore 15.89 recurring is equal to 1574 upon 99. The last sub question in this exercise, 2.514 recurring. Now 2.514 recurring will be 2.514, and this 514, these three digits now are repeating over and over again. Okay, so we can write it like this. Now x is equal to this, so we can write it here. 514, 514, these are repeating over and over again. So now you will see that after the decimal point we have three digits. So now we don't multiply with 100. We want a number, a multiple of 10 which is having 3 zeros. So that is 1000. So 1000x is equal to, when I say 1000x, the point has to go after 3 places. So it will be 1, 2, 3. So after 4. So 2514 514 onwards. Right? So now I have 1000x here and I have x here. Again I do the same process, that is 2 minus 1, where left hand side minus left hand side and right hand side minus right hand side. So I have here 1000x minus x is equal to 514 onwards minus 2.514 onwards. Now here 1000x minus x, that is 999x. So 999x is equal to, after the decimal point the numbers are the same, so we don't have to worry about that. Just before the decimal point we have to see. So 2514 minus 2. So 14 minus 2 is 12. So 2512 is it. So we write here 2512. Therefore x is equal to 2512 upon 999. What is the question? 2.514 recurring, and x is nothing but that itself, that is here. Therefore x is this, and the question is 2.514 recurring. Therefore 2.514 recurring is equal to 2512 512 upon 999.